Passover, or Pesach, commemorates the Israelites' exodus from Egyptian bondage. This ancient festival is one of the most significant in the Jewish calendar, marking a pivotal moment in Jewish history. It is a time when families come together to remember and celebrate their ancestors' journey from slavery to freedom. This festival, lasting 7 days in Israel and 8 in the diaspora, is a reminder of God's intervention and faithfulness. The extended celebration in the diaspora reflects the Jewish community's dedication to preserving their traditions, no matter where they are in the world. It is a period filled with prayer, reflection, and communal gatherings. Central to Passover is the Seder, a meal with symbolic foods and rituals. The Seder is not just a meal but a carefully orchestrated event that involves reading, singing, and storytelling. Each family member plays a role, making it a deeply personal and communal experience. Each element on the Seder plate tells a piece of the Exodus narrative, engaging participants in a multi-sensory experience. From the bitter herbs symbolizing the harshness of slavery, to the cheraseh representing the mortar used by the Israelite slaves, every item has profound significance. Through the Haggadah, the story of the Exodus is retold, ensuring its transmission from one generation to the next. The Haggadah serves as a guide, leading participants through the Seder with prayers, songs, and questions that provoke thought and discussion. Passover's themes of liberation, faith, and hope offer universal lessons in resilience and the pursuit of a world free from oppression. It is a time to reflect on the past, appreciate the present, and hope for a future where freedom and justice prevail for all. The Exodus, recounted in the biblical book, forms the bedrock of Passover. Enslaved in Egypt, the Israelites cried out to God for deliverance. God chose Moses, a Hebrew raised in Pharaoh's court, as his instrument of liberation. Moses, armed with God's support, confronted Pharaoh and unleashed 10 devastating plagues upon Egypt. Despite the plagues, Pharaoh's heart hardened, setting the stage for the final, most devastating plague, the death of the firstborn. The 10 plagues on Egypt demonstrate God's immense power and his unwavering commitment to his people. These plagues were not random acts of nature, but deliberate signs meant to show the Egyptians and the Israelites the might of the one true God. Each plague was a direct challenge to the Egyptian gods, revealing their impotence and the futility of worshiping them. The plagues were a testament to God's promise to protect and deliver his people from bondage. Each plague targeted a specific aspect of Egyptian life, from their water sources to their livestock and even their health. The Nile, the lifeblood of Egypt, turned to blood, making it undrinkable and killing the fish. Frogs then invaded their homes, covering every inch of their land. This was followed by gnats and flies that tormented both people and animals, making daily life unbearable. Pestilence struck their livestock, causing widespread death and economic hardship. Boils erupted on the skin of the Egyptians, causing immense pain and suffering. Hailstorms destroyed their crops, and what little was left was devoured by swarms of locusts. Darkness then enveloped the land for 3 days, a darkness so thick it could be felt, symbolizing the spiritual darkness of Egypt. Throughout these plagues, God protected the Israelites. During the final plague, the death of the firstborn, God instructed the Israelites to mark their doorposts with lamb's blood. This act of faith spared their homes from the angel of death. The death of the firstborn was the final blow that shattered Pharaoh's resolve. His grief and the collective mourning of Egypt were profound. Faced with unimaginable loss and the undeniable power of God, Pharaoh finally relented and granted the Israelites their freedom, ending their centuries of enslavement. This monumental event marked the beginning of the Exodus, a journey that would lead the Israelites to their liberation and the establishment of a covenant with God, forever changing their destiny and the course of history. The Seder revolves around a plate of symbolic foods, each representing an aspect of the Exodus story. These foods are not just for consumption, they are rich with meaning and tradition, each telling a part of the ancient narrative that has been passed down through generations. The Seder plate features matzah, maror, bitter herbs, cheraseh, a sweet paste, karpas, a green vegetable, a roasted egg, baitza, and a shank bone, zeroa. Each of these items is carefully chosen and placed on the plate to remind participants of the struggles and triumphs of their ancestors. Matzah symbolizes the Israelites' hasty departure from Egypt. With no time to let their bread rise, they baked unleavened bread, which has since become a symbol of freedom and faith. Mara represents the bitterness of slavery. The sharp taste of the bitter herbs serves as a poignant reminder of the harsh conditions endured by the Israelites under Egyptian rule. Cherase symbolizes the mortar used in forced labor, with its sweetness hinting at hope. This mixture of apples, nuts, wine, and spices represents the resilience and optimism of the Jewish people, even in the face of adversity. Karpas, dipped in salt water, represents the tears shed during enslavement. The act of dipping the vegetable into salt water is a symbolic gesture, acknowledging the pain and suffering of the past while also cleansing and preparing for a future of freedom. The baitza symbolizes the festival offering and the cycle of life. It is a reminder of the sacrifices made during the temple period, and the continuity of life and tradition through generations. The zeroah represents the Passover sacrifice, reminding of the sacrifices made for freedom. This bone is a powerful symbol of the lamb that was sacrificed and whose blood marked the doors of the Israelites, sparing them from the final plague. The Haggadah guides the Seder, ensuring the Exodus story is transmitted accurately. It begins with the kindling of festival candles and blessings over wine. The Haggadah explains the significance of each Seder plate item. It emphasizes asking questions, particularly by children, to foster curiosity and understanding. The 4 questions asked by the youngest child prompt a retelling of the Exodus story. The Haggadah weaves together biblical passages, commentaries, songs, and parables. It transforms the Seder into an active engagement with history, faith, and identity. The story of Passover holds profound significance within the Christian faith. The Gospels recount that Jesus observed Passover, culminating in the Last Supper. This final meal within the context of the Passover Seder conveyed deeper spiritual truths. The breaking of bread and sharing of wine took on new meaning in light of Jesus' declarations. These pronouncements established a powerful connection between Passover and the Christian understanding of salvation. Examining Passover through the New Testament reveals parallels with Jesus' life, death, and resurrection. The Passover lamb prefigures Jesus, the ultimate sacrificial lamb. Just as the lamb's blood marked the Israelites' homes, Jesus' blood offers salvation. The Exodus mirrors the Christian experience of liberation from sin through faith in Christ. Passover's themes of liberation and redemption find their ultimate expression in the Christian understanding of salvation. Passover's themes of liberation, faith, and hope resonate with both Jewish and Christian audiences. For Jews, it is a reminder of their history, identity, and covenant with God. For Christians, it offers a deeper understanding of Jesus' Jewish roots and the historical context of his ministry. Beyond religious significance, Passover's message of liberation holds universal appeal. Its themes of overcoming oppression and striving for a better future inspire hope and resilience. Passover transcends its historical origins, offering timeless lessons in faith, courage, and the pursuit of a world free from oppression.